Have you ever opened a chart, stared at it for a while, and realized there's nothing to do? The market's flat, indicators are uncertain, no clear signal anywhere, but inside your head, there's a voice whispering, maybe, just take a trade. Who knows, it might work. If you've ever felt that, congratulations, you're a real trader, because anyone who has stared at charts long enough has experienced that strange feeling, the inability to handle silence when the market is quiet. When you're new to trading, everything revolves around finding signals. You study charts, learn patterns, test countless strategies. You believe the more you trade, the more experience you get. The more experience, the more profit. Sounds logical, right? But then the market teaches you a painful truth. Doing more doesn't mean earning more. And in trading sometimes, what you don't do is what saves you. But saying that is easy. Doing it, much harder. You sit in front of the screen. Everything is quiet. And you start to feel restless. Your hand moves the mouse. Your eyes scan the price. Your brain begins to imagine, if it breaks this level, it could go up. This candle looks strong. Maybe it's about to move. And just a few minutes later, you click buy. Not because there's a signal, but because you can't stand doing nothing. Trading isn't just a game of technique, it's a game of emotion, patience, and discipline. A great trader doesn't just know when to enter, they know when to stay out. And staying out is incredibly hard, not because you don't understand, but because you don't know what else to do. Free time in trading is the sweetest trap of all. When you have time, your mind will automatically try to fill the gap, and if you don't prepare ways to fill it, you'll end up going back to the chart, and sooner or later, you'll take a trade. Not because you saw opportunity, but because you feared emptiness. You feared missing out. Picture this. One trader, disciplined, sees the market going sideways, closes the chart, steps outside, and takes a deep breath. Another trader, impatient, can't stand the silence and opens a random position just to do something. The result? The first one keeps capital and keeps calm. The second loses money, loses confidence, loses peace. The market doesn't need you there all the time. It only rewards those who know when to walk away. That's why I learned something crucial. When there's no signal, don't trade. Go live your life. It sounds simple, but that's the real secret. I started preparing joys of my own, so that when the market is quiet, I can walk away without regret. You might ask, so, what exactly do you do? The answer is, anything. As long as it's strong enough to pull you away from the chart. For me, it's meditation. Whenever there's no signal, I shut down the screens, sit still, close my eyes, and watch my breath and second minds in nice days. No biden saying so Bertinian square my minds. Long sin then I'm 30 something. I'm not trading, but I'm resetting my mind. So when I come back, I see the market with new eyes. For you, it might be different. Some choose running, feeling their heartbeat sync with life itself. Some choose reading, to learn something new beyond trading. Some pick up photography, painting, or journaling. Some just sit in a cafe, watching people walk by, smiling because they didn't lose money today. All of these are what I call the trader's lifesavers, the things that keep you centered amidst chaos. Sometimes, doing nothing is the strongest action you can take. It's like being a martial artist. You see your opponent strike, but instead of reacting you simply dodge gracefully, not because you're afraid but because you know the timing isn't right. Trading is the same. True strength doesn't come from pressing buttons fast, but from waiting for clarity. And to wait, you need something more enjoyable than trading, something that brings joy, relaxation, something that makes you feel alive, without needing the market for it, because if trading is your only source of excitement, you'll become addicted. And once you're addicted, you no longer trade signals, you trade emotions. I've been there, watching charts every single day, feeling like if I didn't open my laptop, I was falling behind. Every time price moved, my heart raced. A winning trade, pure euphoria. A losing one, utter despair. I didn't realize I had turned trading from a profession into an emotional slot machine, until one day, I looked at my trading journal, and realized that most of my losses came from days when there were no signals. That was the slap in the face I needed. I finally understood. I didn't lose because I didn't know how to trade. I lost because I didn't know how to stop. From then on, I made myself a rule. When there's no signal, don't stare at the chart for more than 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, if nothing's clear, shut it down, then go do something else. At first, it was hard. I kept reopening the chart, again and again. But slowly, I learned to forget it. I spent time on my body, my mind, my life. And strangely, my trading improved. When you're not ruled by emotions, you see the market more clearly. When you enjoy your breaks, you trade less, but smarter. Profits rise, stress drops, peace returns. So if today you open your chart and see nothing happening, don't be frustrated, see it as a gift, because when the market is silent, that's your chance to breathe, to rest, to be human again. That's not wasted time, that's recovery time. The time to recharge, to prepare for the next trade, with full clarity. Create your own ritual of rest. When the market goes sideways, step outside, take a walk, listen to music, make yourself a cup of coffee, do something that makes you smile, so that every time the market is quiet you don't think, oh, nothing to do, you think, nice, I get to rest today. Because the truth is, the market never runs out of opportunities, but opportunities only reveal themselves to those calm enough to see them. Don't let boredom push you into meaningless trades. Don't let impatience turn you into a gambler. Be the one who knows when to strike and when to stay still. I've come to believe that a mature trader isn't the one with the most wins, but the one who chooses the right trades to take. And to do that, you must learn to love the quiet. When the market gives no signal, take it as a gentle reminder. It's time to take care of yourself. Maybe you'll meditate, maybe you'll exercise, maybe you'll read that book you've been putting off, or maybe you'll just sit on your porch watching sunlight pass through your coffee steam. Whatever it is, feel peaceful, because peace is the foundation of every good decision. And when you come back to the chart, you won't be seeking a trade to escape boredom, you'll be seeking a real opportunity to grow your account. That's the difference between trading to live and living to trade. So if today you're restless because there's no signal, smile. Tell yourself, the market's giving me a day off. Then go do something that makes you happy, because sometimes the best trade is the one you don't take. Remember this, trading is not just a journey of money, it's a journey of the mind. Those who know when to step aside are the ones who go the farthest. And you, what do you do when the market gives no signal?